Sorry, some issue was there in my laptop. Abruptly it got disconnected and shut it down also. So we can continue for another 10 minutes now. So verse 22, contrast. Please go on reading this.
Verse 22 contrasts the demigod worshippers with the devotees. Devotees who worship Krishna in exclusive devotion are awarded perfect Krishna consciousness. Once they are situated in Krishna consciousness, the Lord protects them from falling to conditioned life. In his purport, Srila Prabhupada defines exclusive devotion as follows. One who is unable to live for a moment without Krishna consciousness cannot but think of Krishna 24 hours a day, being engaged in devotional service by hearing, chanting, remembering, offering prayers, worshipping, serving the lotus feet of the Lord, rendering other services, cultivating friendship, and surrendering fully to the Lord. Such a devotee undoubtedly approaches the Lord without difficulty. Verse 22 is confirmed again in 12.627. But those who worship me, giving up all their activities onto me and being devoted to me without deviation, engaged in devotional service and always meditating upon me, having fixed their minds upon me, O son of Pritha, for them I am the swift deliverer from the ocean of birth and death. The Lord personally takes his devotees back to the spiritual world. This is in contrast with the yogis who are promoted to higher positions by the demigods. Bhagavad Gita 8.24. Taking care of the devotees is not a burden for the Lord. Srila Vishwanatha Chakravarti Thakur explains in his commentary, one should not say that in giving the burden of their maintenance to their worshipable Lord, the devotees show lack of prema. In fact, they do not give me that burden. I, by my own will, accept it. It should also be understood that I am not bearing it as a duty, as I create and maintain the universe by my will alone. Rather, being attached to my devotees, I take the greatest pleasure in taking care of their needs, like carrying the weight of one's lover. Hare Krishna.
So text 23, The Lord is explaining about the results of the demigod worshippers. Those who are worshipping with the faith to the demigod particular. Yepi anya devata bhakta yajante shraddhayanvita
यजन्ते
श्रद्धयान्विता
mam eva kaunteya
ते
मामेव कौन्तेय
yajanti avidhi purvakam.
यजन्ति
पूर्वकम्.
Here the word which is very important is avidhi. Krishna is saying that first of all he condemned that as a alpamedasa. Now he is condemning that they are doing the worship as a avidhi purvakam, not a vidhi purvakam. So avidhi purvakam, it is the most essential word in this shloka. Please go on reading the translation.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Translation. Those who are devotees of other gods and who worship them with faith actually worship only me, O son of Kunti, but they do so in a wrong way. Commentary. What is their destination? They are supplied by Krishna, the fruits of their worship, but they are worshipping Krishna improperly. Krishna says, according to verse 15, the demigod worshippers worship Krishna indirectly. Verse 23 answers the question, since the demigod worshippers are ultimately worshipping Krishna, surely they will receive the same result as Krishna's unalloyed devotees.
I just would like to ask you a question again to remind you that what was the verse 15 from where all this started. This word ekatvena prathakvena bahuda vishvato mukham. So the prathakvena is going on right now. Bahuda vishvato mukham we have already seen. Okay, please go on, ready.
Okay, it is true that those who worship demigods are worshipping Krishna, but they do it in a wrong way. They have incorrect knowledge and follow an incorrect process. Therefore, the result they achieve is imperfect. Their worship is compared to watering the leaves instead of watering the root. Krishna is the only enjoyer and master of all sacrifices. Because these demigod worshippers do not recognize his true transcendental nature, they fall down in material existence.
Yes.
Those who worship demigods will take worth among them, while those who worship ancestors will go to the ancestors. Those who worship ghosts and spirits will reach such beings. Those who worship Krishna will live with him. In this commentary to this verse, Srila Valdeva Vidyabhushana compares the devotees and the demigod worshippers. The worshippers of being other than me thinks as follows. We are worshippers of Indra and other devas. They are our lords. Being pleased by our service, they will give us the result we desire. My devotees think as follows. The son of Vasudeva, the lord of all, endowed with all powers, who is situated in the devtas, who is our master, being worshipped by easily all powers, by easily obtainable items and actions, will give all our desired results, though they perform exactly the same actions. Those who serve the devtas attain their desired goals alone because of their distaste of thinking of me. They with short lifespan attain meager fortune, and after enjoying those limited items, they are also destroyed along with those items of enjoyment. But those who serve me attain me. I am the Lord of all beings, the beginningless shelter. I fulfill all desire, have infinite powers, I am composed of pure knowledge and bliss, and I am most affectionate to the devotees. They never leave me. They experience unlimited happiness close to me and play in my divine abode. Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Yeah. So the devatas, here in between, the translation of Yanti Deva Vrata Devan Pitrun Yanti Pitruvata Devan Bhutani Yanti Bhuteja Yanti Madhyajinopi Mam. This translation was, and the purport over it was going on, but the shloka is different. Shloka will come in the future. Yanti Deva Vrata Devan. What is it? The destination? Those who are worshipping the demigods, they will go to the demigod loka. Yanti Deva Vrata Devan. Pitru Nyanti Pitruvata. Those who are the worshippers of the ancestors, they will go to the ancestors loka. So whole purport, like the Baldev Vidyabhushan and Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur Pad was talking about that more. Text 24 and 25th also we will be taking if the time permits. Aham hi sarva yajnanam
Aham hi sarva yajnanam
bhokta cha prabhureva cha
Bhokta
cha
prabhureva
prabhureva cha
cha
atumam abhijananti
abhijananti
tatve nataschayanti te. Translation somebody can read?
Can I read, Prabhuji?
Yeah, please.
Yes, thank you, Prabhuji. I am the only enjoyer and master of all sacrifices. Therefore, those who do not recognize my true transcendental nature fall down. Commentary. It is not the actual performance of sacrifice. It is consciousness that gives potency to the activity. In order to contrast this point about the different destinations between the demigods, the worshippers, and Krishna's worshippers, Krishna says,
Yeah, just 2 minutes. I would like to. I am the only enjoyer and master of all sacrifices. Therefore, those who do not recognize my true transcendental nature fall down. It is not the actual performance of sacrifice. It is a consciousness that gives a potency to the activity. So it is not a sacrifice, but the consciousness of that sacrifice which gives the activity, which gives the result. In order to contrast this point about the different destinations between the demigods worshippers and Krishna worshippers, Krishna says, now the link is like that. So there is one famous shloka that it says that everything leads to Krishna. That famous outsider, like the people speaks on that shloka, that whatever you do, that everything leads to the Krishna. To whomsoever you are, Sarvadevan Namaskrityam Keshavam Pratigachati.
Sarvadevan Namaskaram Keshavam Pratigachati.
Yeah. Akashat Patitam Toyam Yatha Gachati Sagaram Sarvadevan Namaskaram Keshavam Pratigachati. This shloka, Krishna is saying that how this shloka came, I don't know. But Yanti Deva Vrata Devan Pitru Nyanti Pitru. This is a contradiction of this shloka. Akasham Patitam Toyam and Yanti Deva Vrata Devan. The next shloka which we will be singing, these are the contradictions. And Krishna is not accepting that. So the first one, Akasham Patitam Toyam, that if somebody is chanting still now, oh, it is a Vedic shloka or something. No, Krishna is not accepting that. Krishna says that, please offer me separately. Do my devotional service separately. Yanti Deva Vrata Devan.
Yanti
Vrata Devan
Pitrun Yanti Pitruvata.
Pitrivrata
Bhutani Yanti Bhuteja.
Bhutani Yanti Bhuteja
Yanti Madhyajinopi Mam. After this shloka, we will be ending up. So the translation and the commentary, how much time it takes, that much, that much we will be covering. Yes, please go on.
Can I continue, Prabhu?
Yes, Prabhu.
Thank you. Those who worship the demigods will take birth among the demigods. Those who worship the ancestors go to the ancestors. Those who worship ghosts and spirits will take birth among such beings. And those who worship me will live with me. Commentary. In the last section, Krishna pleaded for worshipping him directly, not for his own benefit, but for the benefit of the worshipper. Krishna in this next section shows the glories of the direct worship of him in three ways. Number one, the worship is simple but gives super excellent results. Number two, Krishna is not neutral to his devotee. He shows favoritism. Three, anyone can be purified by devotional service. Whereas the demigods worship is very elaborated, very complicated, requiring much opulence and expertise in chanting the mantras, the worship of Krishna is very easy.
Yeah. So, what this shloka is talking about, it is the connection between the demigod worshippers and the Supreme Lord's worship. So now the next section, the Krishna will be talking about his worship only, directly worshipping him. Where these Mahatmas are worshipping, this 13th and 14th shloka, the Krishna talked about Satatam kirtayanto mam yatantasya dridhavarta namastantasya mam bhakta nityukta upasate. So what they are doing, what exactly the things. Then in this, the next section, then Patram Pushpam Phalam Toyam. This is the most important section, 26 to 35 is the most important section of this whole chapter. Because of that, the most confidential knowledge has been mentioned there. So this we will be covering the next time. This is 26 to 34, and we will be starting the 10th chapter also, if the time permits. So we will be ending up here only. Shil Prabhupada ki jai, Nitai Gaur Premanande, Hari Hari Bol, Shil
Hari.
Prabhupada ki jai. If somebody is having some question, we already overlapped the time.
Prabhuji, I just have one question. The text that you are referring to, is there a specific book from where you are referring to? What are we supposed to study when we are studying?
Yeah, so this is like, first of all, these are the commentaries, and I took it from different places. It was three, four places. I took this the references, and some places where I read and which the points I liked it, which came in my mind, I typed it also. So this is the not one book. There are the 2, 3. One is the one I like, that Suhotra Maharaj's commentary over the Gita. From there, I took many things, and one is from the one Prahladananda Swami's commentary over like the Gita. So these are the 2 ISKCON devotees, those who were having the elaboration over the Gita from them. And while I heard some lectures of Bhakti Vidyapurna Maharaj, and I made some notes on this section, so that I typed it also in between. So that was.
So how do you suggest we go about, Prabhuji? Because when I was referring to the textbook, the script is different, and I took some screenshots, then the script is different. Do you want us to study both of them together? Because not for everything I have these texts. So will you be sharing these texts so that we can refer both?
Yeah, I will be sharing this text, but this whole episode or the lectures are there now. It is for your personal study, and the closed book examination will be there on the purpose.
Yeah.
So
I
you
wanted
make
to
it
understand
very
your
clear.
thought process when you are sharing your so much of hard work you have put in, and you have collected everything and
So
you're
this
sharing with
whole
us. So
thing
I
will
wanted
be
to understand.
available. This is whole thing will be available for you.
Yeah.
But
But it is for our
don't,
personal understanding. You're saying it's
yeah,
for our personal
personal
understanding.
understanding.
Okay.
Yeah, it is for your personal understanding. Please don't share it to many.
Yeah.
It is for your personal thing, like the references, like that.
Yes, Prabhuji.
And
Hare
for
Krishna.
the closed book examination, please go through the purports, where
Yes.
I cut paste some purport of also, where the
Yeah.
important points were there. So I made the cut paste of that also.
So from
But
the exam point of view, it is only the Bhagavad Gita as it is. But when we want to
yeah,
understand some words better, we can refer to your text and try to understand that better. Is that right?
yes.
Okay. Thank you so much, Prabhuji.
Hare
Um,
Krishna. Prabhupada ki jai.